So I want to take a moment and talk a little bit about thread lifting. And if you've ever had an experience with thread lifting before and been disappointed in results, I want to talk to you about how the process at Eternal Beauty Medical Centers is completely different, revolutionary, and why you should look at this regenerative option again before opting for a more expensive, invasive procedure like a facelift. Now, first of all, I'm about being totally open and honest. In our later years, when we get up into our later 50s and 60s, 100% a facelift is the most viable option. But when we're in our 30s, 40s, and early 50s, thread lift can be an amazing opportunity for us to rebuild that youthful vitality in our face, neck, and hands that may have been previously unattainable with solely toxins and fillers. So I just want to dive into this. Now, most medical centers, medical spas out there have not been properly trained in thread lift. And why we are so different at Eternal Beauty Medical Centers is because we actually, the foundation of our owners is that we have been the trainers of thread lift around the globe for over 10 years. So part of the board of directors and owners that are involved in the Eternal Beauty Medical Centers, they actually own pharmaceutical companies that train and provide ongoing training for plastic surgeons and doctors around the globe in thread lift. So how does this affect you, the client? Well, this is really important and impactful because we are actually giving you these amazing protocols in the treatment with Eternal Beauty Medical Centers. So we're looking at dynamic entry points of 26 entry points on the face and neck, opposed to where if you've experienced thread lift before, oftentimes you're looking at 1 or 2 entry points. And again, think of science, think of surface tension, surface area, and surface tension. When we have just one thread pulling, what's going to happen is that we're going to see puckering in the skin, we're going to see an uneven lift, and of course one thread can't handle all of that weight and volume, and so again you don't really see a really good result. And really, in terms of the additional regenerative repair that's happening below the skin, we're really not causing that much trauma to the actual tissue. Now, when we're talking about 26 or 28 entry points, we're fanning that out across the entire face and neck, and we're obviously being able to really pull at that skin and really tighten everything up. And in terms of the regeneration aspect of the tissues below, with all of these entry points and all of this trauma, we're getting a lot of additional elastin and collagen being produced. So let's talk about price, because of course, I'm somebody that price matters to me. I'm sure price matters to you as well. So in terms of price point, you're going to be getting the exact same service that you might be getting at another medi-spa where they're only putting in 1 or 2 threads. Whereas at Eternal Beauty Medical Center, because we are the trainers, we are really the individuals that are at the foundation of what's going on in this industry globally. We know the safety entry points, and we can do this amazing transformative thread lift, with 26 entry points. And price point, again, it's going to be on par. It's about how we're utilizing this protocol wisely, and of course we're going to hold back some of those things that we understand in our local territories. We're not training other professionals to do it in this way. The trainings that we hold are in other areas of the USA and around the globe. So we're holding back and making sure that we're not training other clinics how to do this in our local area where we're providing these services. So again, we really want to welcome you to come down and see what we have to offer in terms of non-invasive thread and neck lifts here down at the center. And 100% our team will be more than happy to go through the science, go through the protocols with you, and really show you how we measure up against the competition. Okay, we'll see you down at the center.